guys. Okay. Okay, we are live on YouTube, so good evening again, guys. I'm just gonna explain how the platform works, just real quick. And okay, another Lucas here with us. So, guys, I'm Luizzy. I'm here with, oh my God, Josiane, João, Iago, Gabi, Lucas, and another Lucas here for our English immersion here on Talk and Talk. As everyone knows here, we can practice different languages like English, like we're doing right now. But of course, this is not a class, just a normal conversation. So I'm not a teacher, I'm just another student. And we won't correct each other. So today we are going to talk about like things that we are unlearning, which is, I don't know, it's an obvious expression, but I think that I've never like talked about it, so I think it's nice. But I think I'm gonna need to split us in two rooms for everyone to have the opportunity to talk. Just a minute. Hello, Lucas Brizola.
Hello guys, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good, thanks for asking.
Nice. Um, since we have like new people here, I think that it's okay if we do the introductions here in the main room, if it's okay for everybody, because I don't know, it can be like 10 minutes long, but I'm gonna ask Josiane to start the introductions, please.
Yes, I am Josiane. I'm a 34 years old. I live in Juiz de Fora, Minas Gerais. I am a physical education teacher. I teach elementary and the high school students. And I like to exercise every day. I like to travel and see new places. And it's this.
Nice, nice. Thanks, Josiane. Nice to meet you. And Lucas, go ahead.
José or Brizola?
Sorry, you
Very
can go
good.
first, Lucas José. Sorry, it's always like this because you're always like both here. Sorry, guys. Lucas José, please.
Sure. Good evening, guys. My name is Lucas José. I'm 39 years old. I work as administrative assistant at Unicamp, a public university. I have been working there for 14 years. I'm married. In my free time, I enjoy reading health self books like The Power of Habits, drink black coffee, always no sugar, and watching soccer games. My goal here is I want to improve my speaking skills. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Lucas José. And Gabi, please.
Do you hear me?
Yes. I think it's the first time that I see your face.
Yes. Yes. Hi, guys. My name is Gabriela, but you can call me Gabi. I am 32 years old. I live in Rio de Janeiro with my husband. We don't have kids. I am executive assistant, and I'm here since March, I think, to improve my English. And I try to learn French too. And during my free time, I like to watch series, go walk to my dog, read, rest, cook new dishes, and study, and a lot of things. And that's it. Thanks.
Nice. Thanks, Gabi. Iago, please.
Hello again, everyone. Good evening. My name is Iago. I am 29. I live in Apuiarés, a small town in Ceará. I live here with my husband and 7 cats. Today, I don't have anyone here with me, but usually I have at least one of them here working with me. I work as an instructional designer. I love to read in my free time. I like going to the gym. I like embroidering, and yeah, that's it.
Nice, nice. Love that you said working with you like an intern. I don't know. Thank you. João, please go ahead.
Hello guys, my name is João Gabriel. I'm 27. I was born in Guaporé, Rio Grande do Sul, and now I live in Brasília with my wife Juliana. I don't have kids yet, but I'd love to have at least two in the future. Um, I've been a software engineer for almost 4 years. I'm studying English for professional purpose and to achieve my personal dreams. And in my free time, I enjoy playing the guitar and singing. I like to talk about different subjects with my wife, my friends, with everyone, to be honest. And it come to food, I enjoy pizza and sushi, but I absolutely love barbecue. I enjoy talk during the winter immersion. Uh, yeah, I think that about me. Thank you.
Nice, nice. Thanks, João. Something about being Nepo brasileiro is that always like barbecue with my family. There's always like pizza and sushi and barbecue, like all the things that you said.
Yes.
Nice, nice. Lucas Brizola, please.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Lucas Brizola, but you call me Brizola. I am 29 years old and I'm from Sorocaba, São Paulo, Brazil. I currently live with my mother and my dog Mel. I am single, have two tattoos, and I'm passionate about cooking, especially dessert. In my free time, I enjoy reading, watch movies and series, and listen to music. Academically, I have a degree in logistics and business administration and a postgraduate degree in logistics and finance. I currently work remotely at a technology company located in Cuiabá, Mato Grosso do Sul as a tech recruiter. However, I've been working in the field for over 10 years. I started studying English at TALKNTALK in February this year, and every day I strive to achieve my goal, become fluent and confident in English. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
You have two tattoos. Didn't know that. It's a fun fact for me. Guys, Luiz, I'm 28, live in São Paulo, living with my girlfriend, and yeah, I study technology too, and I work with data. Nowadays, I'm trying to run. I always saying this because this is like a real struggle for me, and I like to work out to exercise. So I'm gonna open the other room, okay? So if you receive a notification, please just accept, and I'll be here in the main room if you guys need me, okay? It's been like a 1 year, and it's always a tricky moment for me to open this damn room. And I always say this too. Okay, guys, so let's go to the first question. So the subject is it's things that I am unlearning. So what's harder for you guys, learning something new or unlearning something old? I don't know. Interesting question. So Gabi, go ahead.
Very difficult. I don't know. I think my God. I think that it's hard learn something new now because I think from like we are my point of view, we are adult and we have a lot of things on our mind, and our, how can I say, our mind is full about all the things, and to me is difficult to put more information. I think to put more things in our brain, and learn more things, and how can I say, to receive, I think this is the word, more information in our brand. And yes, I think this is hard. Sorry, because I am studying French right now, and I think in French. Sorry. I don't know how to answer this question, because I don't reconectei no inglês ainda.
This is something that I ask someone, like, when you're learning French, do you think in English or the opposite? Because when once I tried it and it was like the same for me, I don't know, I felt so like polyglotic.
I am, when you choose me, I think, oh my God, no, I think je pense que nanana. Well, no, I think, não rebobinou ainda. Eu acabei de terminar de estudar.
Gabi, if you're talking in French here, like, I'm gonna be lost because I'm very bad at French. I don't know like anything. Just my name, just the basics. Okay, so Iago, what do you think?
I'll just say that if Gabi speaks in French with us, I will don't I don't understand anything, but I will think that is really fancy. But about the question, I think that for me, I think that I'm learning something old might be harder for me. When I read the question, I immediately thought about, for example, me trying every week a new strategy to decrease my screen time on my phone. And last week, I started trying this setting that puts my phone all in black and white. I don't have any colors in my phone, and I'm trying that now because I don't know. Sometimes I feel that I spend too much time doing nothing, seeing nothing that is useful for me. Um, and that, for example, this specific habit with my phone, for example, is something that I've been trying, I don't know, maybe for the last couple of years, I think. So I think that maybe unlearning something old might be harder for me. Yes, I think.
Yes, I think that it's to identify that you need to unlearn too. It's not exactly easy, maybe. It's like not a active process, I think, like that you're active thinking about unlearning something. But João, is it okay for you to be on the other room? Because I think that Lucas just left, and
Mhm.
just for the other guys to not be like in one-on-one conversation. Is this okay for you?
No, no problem.
Okay, so late. I don't know. Technology is very difficult. But I think I did it. I did it. Okay. Okay, guys. I don't know if Lucas is gonna come back, but I think that's okay. So in my case, I guess I'm with you guys. I think to unlearn something it's difficult. Like we are always like learning something new, right? At school, at work, I don't know, with other people, things that we have like relationships. There's always something new to learn, it's the process of being, I don't know, it's the process to become older and to live life, have experience, but to unlearn something, like I need to unlearn some toxic habit, or I don't know, I need to forget something, I need to stop doing something. I think that's the hardest. That especially when you need to identify that you're not doing good with something. So this is the hardest for me. And to learn things too. Sometimes it can be very difficult for me. Like French, it's almost impossible. I know that, I don't know, language learning is something that it's not like impossible. Python too, it's not impossible. It's normal, it's live, but this specific language, I think that it's the hardest because of the pronunciation. I don't have this, like it's not my body, I can't do the sound. And Python, as I said before, but nowadays I am in a healthy relationship with programming languages. Okay, it's not something that I still hate, but I hate like less and less over the days. I don't know. I probably am lying to myself. But let's go to the second question. Have you ever caught yourself thinking in a way that you no longer feels right for you? What do you think, Gabi?
Yes. I believe that when I when we have a certain maturity, we sometimes we think about older things and other things that don't make sense right now, and sometimes don't it's just not so right, and yeah, that's it. I think when we have some maturity, when we have when we pass for some experience, and or when we how can I say, have a some oh my god, I think in French, so sorry, oh my god, knowledge. When we have some knowledge and experience and maturity, sometimes something is not right or don't make sense uh, in our uh, life. Yes, that's it.
Yeah, it's so chic to have this problem. Like I'm thinking in French. Yes, this is a problem to have. Yes, I think that it comes again. It comes with age when we are more aware of this. I don't know, behavior, and sometimes we need to identify and spot things that it's better for us. So nice. And Iago, what about you?
I totally agree with what Gabi said, because I think that as we grow older, we can change a lot, or we can feel the necessity to change some things or some habits. But I think that when we grow older, that's something that can happen a lot. I always think, for example, about the things that I used to like when I was a teenager, for example. I don't know, music or something that I used to watch. Uh, and then I don't feel that resonates with me anymore. As Gabi was speaking, I was thinking about my answer, and I don't know why, but I immediately thought about the series Gossip Girl, which I used to love when I was a teenager. And I think that if I watch it again now at 29, I don't know if I would think that it's nice. I don't know. But but I was thinking about that, and I have this feeling that a lot of things that it's okay that we liked some things that and I think that it's okay to have this feeling, oh, it was really nice for me back then. I don't know. But now doesn't make sense anymore. But back then it was really nice, and that's it. You have that feeling of I don't know, maybe gratitude for something or someone. Even with people, that can happen. Also, I don't know. You have a friend, and someday you talk to the person, and it's like, I don't know why I am talking to you. It doesn't feel that we have anything in common anymore. And I think that it's a feeling that can happen as we grow older and we develop our maturity and know ourselves better. I think that can come with self-knowledge, maybe understanding the things that we like, what we enjoy, and and who we want to be around. Uh, but yeah, I think that as we grow older, it's a very common feeling to have.
I was thinking about Gossip Girl, like you said. Like I would probably feel the nostalgia maybe, but it's so toxic. It's so cringe. It's terrible. Like it's terrible. There's other TV shows, Gilmore Girls. Like there's some phrases and frames that it's so guys. To be like a teenage girl like at that moment of television, it was like very specific. Like I used to watch Skins, like terrible, terrible. But yeah, guys, totally agree with you. I think that I feel like probably the same way because we are always like, I don't know. I think it's normal for us and it's healthy for us to doubt ourselves, to sometimes like thinking about this and have like a good self-talk. And uh, there's always like a thought or something that I think about, and I think like, oh no, like last year or probably maybe 3 years ago, I wouldn't think like that. I wouldn't act like this. And sometimes I remember some behaviors of mine, and I think like, oh my, like who is this person? Like why I used to be so jealous, or I don't know, so influenced by influencers maybe. Like I used to think that it's healthy for you to drink like a morning shot, for example, like with ginger and curcuma and lemon, squeezed lemon and hot water because it's good for your guts. And it's probably like gave me how can I say it, the disease in your stomach. I don't know. Azia. No, it's not azia. Not ulcerative. It's something in the between of these things. And I was thinking about like how I was influenced by, I don't know, TikTok influencers saying that it's healthy for you, and I used to think like this. And sometimes I I I actually talk about it in therapy, like how eating disorder can be developed by this kind of thinking. Like I used to think that it's very important for you to count all the calories, to look at the macros before I eat or before I decide to eat something, and how toxic can be this behavior. Nowadays I'm just like, oh, okay, I want to eat healthy and that's it. I want to eat what I sometimes I want and sometimes what I need, and that's it. It's just like a silly example, but I was thinking about this like today when I was like looking the subjects, the questions, and I don't know. As Iago said, as we grow older, we doubt ourselves and we try to like thinking about our behaviors, and I think that's important to rethink something. So that's why I think that unlearning some patterns of behavior is important as an adult, like for myself, of course. And yes, I'm just like missing about the question. So next one, is there a habit you're currently trying to unlearn? I think that I'll go first. Like I used to think like that I can't like that I used to that I needed like to eat to count the calories, all the calories of the things that I eat like during the day, and sometimes I think that it's very toxic for myself. I'm not gonna go deep in this subject because I think that is for another immersion, but I think that it's a I don't know, dangerous behavior. So something that I'm trying to do is like meal prep, ingredients and not condiments, components, to like to have like a easiest routine for the lunch and dinner, but not to be like obsessed about being eating clean and healthy all the time. Sometimes I need to eat like a pizza and McDonald's and Chinese food too, but I try to like being, I don't know, easier on myself about this type of things. And what about you guys? Gabi, please.
Yes, I don't know if this is a habit, but I right now I feel that this is not so good to me because I have I think so, make part of my face. I don't know because I always walk with the like my cara fechada. But I don't know if this is a habit because in at home and especially on street, I always walk with my face closed, and sometimes the people look at me and, oh, you are okay, you are I don't know, angry or hungry. And then so when the people ask me, "Are you okay?" and then, "Oh, I'm okay," and you, "I'm good," and my face changed. I don't know. I don't know if this is a habit because I use glass, and then now I don't use. And I don't know if about this sun or other things, but this is not so good because now the people ask me if I am okay. This how can I say this arrive an a point an urgency point because the people ask me. Yes, I think this. But I'm okay. I'm good. I'm cool. You
Yeah, I
know.
don't think it's your fault, you know, to have like an angry rest face. It's okay. But it's good that you, I don't know, identified this on you, but it's probably okay, right? And you, Yago, what do you think?
I just love what Gabi said because I have a lot of comments of that too because people know me and they are like, "Oh, so you are really cool. I thought that you were like angry. You don't like to talk to people because I don't know. I'm always smiling if I am talking to someone, but if you see me at the streets, I will be like this, you know." And that's my face. When I don't know, I am thinking about the things, I'm not talking to anyone. But I don't think that that's something that you need to change. I don't know. I don't know. It's just our expression, you know. But about the question for me, number three. Okay, I already said about my phone habit. But let me try to think about other thing. I'm trying to be, I don't know if it's not necessarily an habit. I think that it's more like a behavior to me. I think that I am trying to understand other ways, so I'm not so hard on myself because I start noticing that I froze sometimes for I don't know, doing something new or moving on something that I am finding that it's hard to do. Because I'm too hard on myself. I always think that I need to make the best delivery, that just try is not enough, that I need to do really well. And I don't know, talking with my therapist about this, for example, I know where that comes from, that it's how I was raised, basically. But another thing is, okay, I know the place the behavior came from, but how can I change that now as I grow old? Because I can't blame on my parents for the rest of my life. I need to deal with these things now, because I grow up and that's it. I need to deal with it. So the thing that I am trying to understand now is how to deal with this. Okay, how can I just move on, not to be perfect about everything that I do? And that was something that clicked on my head also because I never thought of myself like being a perfectionist. But but I think that I have something with that because okay, if I have this difficulty to move on, to because of the thing that I need to do things really correct and to do really well and to not make mistakes, that it's like a perfectionist does, because you try to do everything perfect and perfect never came basically. So yeah, that's it. I'm trying to understand and change the behavior on me.
That's very smart, actually. I think that not everyone likes capable of, I don't know, of that going that deep on the self knowledge. Sometimes we try to blame other people too, like parents, partners, and even I don't know the environment. So I think that's smart of you. And it's related to the next question, which is how does unlearning relate to personal growth for you? This is so difficult, guys. This is very difficult, but I think that I'm not like the most um, terapeutizada person. I think I have like lots of problems that I need to deal with, and I need to like, I need the tools. Sometimes I don't have them, but I need them. And something that I don't know that I try to do by myself is like understanding my behaviors and how it can be like can make things more difficult for me sometimes. And of course, like understanding all my background and I don't know, influences, traumas maybe. And something that I'm trying to do is like not to bottle everything up and then deal with my problems like later sometimes. So I try to unlearn this thing. Like I need to deal with the problem. Like I suffer from anxiety, for example. Sometimes I am experiencing like a high level of anxiety for a problem that it's I don't know. It can be anything, anything. It can be the silliest thing. So I try to not bottle this feeling. I try to I don't know talk with my girlfriend, try to solve the actual problem. Sometimes it's not like just in my hands. Sometimes I need someone to do something like bureaucratical things, for example. And I don't know, I try to identify this and not keep to myself. So maybe to unlearn these habits can be a form of, I don't know, personal growth. And something very specific, but I try to not give like silent treatment for people when I feel upset. Like I prefer to express, to talk, like I don't know, even though if it's in a bad way sometimes, but I try not to like keep things and then I don't know, it's other person's problem to understand what I'm feeling, and even though I'm not saying it. So I don't know. I think that these things, when you, even though it's discomfortable, when we think about it and we try to, I don't know, to work on. I know it's not that easy, you know, but it can be like a way to grow sometimes. And what do you guys think, Gabi?
This is a deep question, but I think this can involve a deep process of self-knowledge and transformation. And what else? I think this is involve identify some beliefs and types of behaviors, and I don't know. I don't know. The this question is difficult. Yeah, to me, is this. I can hear the Iago.
So please go. Yeah.
Go, Iago.
I think that unlearning is totally related to our personal growth. I I think that when we are able to know ourselves and what we like, what we don't like, what we accept and what we don't, uh, I think that that helps us to separate what really makes sense for us and then start trying to change behaviors and things that we do and habits, something like that. Because I don't know. Let me try to think about an example. For example, for me, I don't like to drink that much. Specifically, I hate beer. I don't like the taste, don't like the smell. But I don't know. Um, in my early 20s, I used to drink just because I was with other people, like the social drinking, but I always hated beer, for example. And I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I came in the conclusion that I will not drink beer anymore. I like wine sometimes. I like to drink some drinks, but I hate beer. I hate the taste of beer. So, no, I will not drink beer anymore in my life because I never enjoy the taste. So, so I think that, and that for me is something related to learning how to say no, for example, because I don't know, you can go out with your friends and everyone can be drinking beers and you are the only person that is not drinking. And I don't know, sometimes it feels weird to be the only person not drinking at the table. But okay, that's a choice that I made consistently. I don't like to drink beer. If have something else, okay, maybe I will. But I will not force myself to do that because I'm in a social environment that everyone is doing that. I don't know if this example makes sense, but but I think that it does. But yes, I think that unlearning is totally related to personal growth. Because when I think about unlearning, I always think about habits and and this kind of things in general, not necessarily things that you know, abilities, for example, but I'm always thinking in this conversation about habits, for example, and I think that as we grow older, we can be more mature and to decide by ourselves and not let other people to decide by us, I think.
And the beer case, you need to pay for it, you know. You don't like to drink, you don't want to drink, and you need to pay for it. This is like ridiculous. Like I've lived this moment like so many times in my life. I totally agree with you. I'm totally with you. I hate beer too. Sometimes I think it's tasty, just a little sip, but that's it. Like I'm not a victim of FOMO anymore, you know. Like I already know what I want and what I don't want, so that's not a victim of it. So nice, guys. The next one is a hard one too, but I think it's nice. Is there a mindset you adopt from family or culture that you're letting go of? Mm. Um, let me see. I'm gonna answer first. Like, I grew up with my grandparents under the influence of them, like, my almost whole life. And again, they're like old people, Japanese, like very strict, very like, this is right, this is wrong. And sometimes I feel that I pressure myself because I had these beliefs, maybe biases that I grew up with them, and sometimes it's not exactly what I think about things, you know. It's not exactly like my opinion is just something that I am that I don't know that I didn't even realize that I was just uh how can I say acostumada. Forgot it. But it's something that I don't know when you're like very I think very close to your family and used to. Yes, thank you. And, and it's exactly the point, you know. I'm not like this is not something that I active think. Like if I have like children, like kids or whatever, I would not like reproduce this in them because it's not the exactly what I'm thinking. It's just something that I was used to that I think that is right or wrong. Like I don't know, to work many hours per day, and this is what makes me like a strong person. This is what makes like successful person. But think like it's not my opinion, you know. It's just something that I think that I need to because I don't know, my father or my grandparents like told me, and sometimes I caught myself like living like this, and I think, oh no, that's not my opinion. I think that it's the opposite, you know. It's not something that I want for my life. It's just something that they told me, and I'm already an adult. Like I have my own life. I don't live with them, and I am still thinking this way. Like why I'm still thinking this way? Why I think that I'm gonna die if I don't wash the dishes before I go to bed. You know, it's just my mom talking to me. But sometimes I think that I am gonna die because of it, because it's something that bothers me. But sometimes it's just my mom. Like, why I can't? I need to keep like a paninho de pia. Like, is this really necessary, or is just like my mom's behavior? But I know that it can be like deeper than that. Sometimes like political positions or thoughts or biases, but sometimes these minimal like tiny little things can keep with us without us even realizing. So these questions, it's I don't know, it's something that I like to discuss in therapy especially. And what do you think, Gabi?
I think to me it's the same. I grew up with my grandparents, and I think now I can think about some mindset that I learned with them, and like I think they are so hard persons because of the how can I say, the year that they live, and that a lot of hard work and a different experience, and my grandmother, for example, um, teach me some things that I think this is I can't need to practice this, or to repeat this, or to repeat the attitude and the mindset, the words, the same word. I don't need to be the same person, because now the words, the word are changed a lot, and some things that we can't repeat, because nowadays it's so dangerous, the things, and yes, and not just the mindset or some attitude, but the things. For example, she buys something, and she wants that things it's right for my house, for example. You need to buy these things, or I buy these things for you to put your house, because it's right, because it's good, and oh my god. Okay. Thanks. But this something like this.
Yeah, and sometimes this is like I don't know, with good intentions, you know. That this is that's the main point. It's like with good intentions, but sometimes it's not that good, you know. So that's why it's important for us to like have I don't know, many filters, and to understand and to rethink something. So I think that this is a tricky thought. And what do you think, Iago?
Mm, I don't know. I think that about being hard on myself, as I said before, that's a mindset that I adopt from my family because it was how I was raised. Um, but I think that I have this relationship with work that might not be too healthy because I because of seeing how my parents used to do. Um, but I don't know exactly. Um, but yeah, I think that I will repeat about being hard on myself because about that I learned that I have a lot of sabotadores internos, a lot of uh, belief systems that I need to change, and I need to understand exactly what they are because that's basically this, you grow up believing something or believing that it's something it's good for you, but not necessarily it is just because your parents say that it was. So I think that understanding this and trying to let go of these belief systems can be hard because I don't know, we are used to think like that for so long, maybe our entire life until now, and okay, how can I change now? I don't know. I don't have the answer, and my therapist doesn't have the answer either, or she doesn't want to give me the answer to make my life easier.
They're probably like doubting themselves too, you know, the therapists that we are saying. They're probably like suffering from the same problem. Nice, nice. Guys, hello. You're so independent. Like you can by yourselves. Did you answer like all the questions?
Yes.
Wow. Wow. And how was the conversation in the other room?
Was good, but I have a question
Okay.
because the Brizola came in your room and leave. I think it's many more deselegante. Cadê ele? Where is? Where is he?
Like he's not in the immersion. Like I think he just left, or I don't know, the internet. I think I've messaged him, but I don't know what happened. I don't know
Uh,
what happened, but I think it was not person, you know, personal.
just kidding, just kidding.
It's okay. And do you guys enjoy the subject, the conversation? I know that the subject was like very hard. It was like the hardest for me, I think. The like top three hardest subject that I've write myself for myself, you know, because that's the thing about not being like fluent or native in a language. Like there's so much that I want to talk, you know, to express, and I don't have all the vocabulary, so it's difficult sometimes. But I think it was good for me, of course. Josiane, what do you think? How was the conversation for you?
So it's a good conversation, but the hard topic and more reflexive topic.
Yeah.
And so it's good. And parênteses, meu cérebro fritou várias vezes durante essas questões, but it's very, very good. I like. And now and finish, I like. But during my brain,
Yeah, same here. Like I like it now that we finished the conversation, and I can think about other things. But it was hard for me too. But I'm
sometimes
glad that you
questions
enjoyed.
I can.
Yeah,
Sometimes
go ahead.
questions I think they understand question. So when uh, Lucas and João said, I think, oh, it's not who I understand. I very losing in some moments, but it's very good.
I see, I see. But it's nice to hear their perspectives, to understand what people are thinking about, because sometimes we can relate or even disagree, but can identify with something. But I'm glad that you enjoyed. And you, João,
Thank you.
Gabriel, what do you think?
Well, for me, I think the topic was very, very difficult. When we usually don't stop to think, but I personally really enjoy it. I was sharing it with them that sometimes we just live and don't stop to think. Then we end up achieving a lot without even releasing it. Very, very, very good topic.
Yes, it's almost invisible and it's very silent. It's always like something that we don't recognize or realize. But when we think about it, I think that we can spot something. I don't know, behaviors, beliefs. It can be anything. Okay, we have some more minutes. What do you think about Gabi? How was it for you?
Good, good. It's interested topic and difficult to me because, like Josiane, my brand catch fire. uh, but it's good to practice English, and especially for me when when I am with Iago, for example, I think he speaks so well, and I can understand all the words that he talk, and this is very good to me as a learner. So it's good. Thank you.
He's so like organized, right? When I answer, I think like, okay, it was a messy answer. Then Iago answered after, and it's like, oh yes, that what I meant to say, you know. Give
Yes.
your opinion, Iago. What do you think about this compliment?
I love this topic and the conversation with you guys because I don't know, I always love these kind of topics that I feel that we are in a group therapy session. Because I don't know, there are a lot of things that I said here that I am already talking with my therapist, so that I will discuss later this week, maybe. So it's always nice these topics, and I think that is challenging in some ways because I don't know, we are even in Portuguese, we are not that used to talk about our feelings, or because as I said, as we were talking, I think that unlearning it's a lot related to our habits and how we grow old and our feelings. So I think that it could be difficult in Portuguese and a little bit harder in English. It might be a challenge, but it was a really nice conversation.
Yeah, the subject is like personal or something, then we need to like think about it. In English, it's so hard. Like every personal subject, it's like very hard to express, maybe. But guys, thank you for answering these questions with me, for engaging in this conversation. Love talking with you. And I see you guys in the next immersions. And have a great week. Don't forget to drink water, to rest. See you guys.